Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia First Alert Weather Center with your weather update here on your May 20th, 2025. Now, before we get going, we always like to say thank you and welcome aboard all our new followers here on our growing channel. And if you're not yet a follower or if you're not exactly sure, please go to the link down below. It's going to take you right here to the main Facebook page. You're going to hit that like in that upper right-hand corner, and that way you're an official follower here on the North Georgia First Alert Weather Center Facebook page. Now, if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. Well, things not looking bad this afternoon, very similar like with temperatures very warm. Obviously, the big news story has to be that severe weather we're going to expect for tonight. We're going to get into the nuts and bolts on that. But behind it, boy, we got a great forecast as we go ahead here and wrap up the week and head towards your Memorial Day weekend. So let's go ahead and dive into this as we take a live look there at Lake Lanier. Looking very great out there. Boy, it looks like a great day to be out boating, that's for sure. I wouldn't want to be on the lake tonight, but boy, it's looking great out there for this afternoon. A lot of sunshine, just a few clouds around. Also looking good over here in the Helen area. Got a few clouds here and a nice gentle breeze. And that'll be another part of the story going in for the next couple of days. The winds are definitely going to pick up just a little bit here. Now, the radar is quiet for the moment. It will not be looking this way as we go in towards the night. Again, we're looking at between 7 o'clock and 2 o'clock this morning. We're anticipating some thunderstorms to come in out of Alabama and out of Tennessee to kind of get things started. Quiet here for the moment. Got a little lone thunderstorm up here along the Tennessee, Mississippi, or Alabama line, but we're going to get some more activity. It's going to start firing up over the next few hours, and we're going to start our live broadcast at 3 o'clock. So please look for that link. It's going to be linked over to our YouTube channel, my Weather Nerds YouTube channel, if you want to catch our live coverage of this active weather coming in for tonight. As you can see, temperatures right now are well up into the 80s, and will be still fairly mild tomorrow before some cooler weather arrives in here for Thursday and Friday. So looking at our regional satellite picture, again, not looking bad. This incorporates some of the lightning data here across Kentucky and Tennessee. Notice we're not seeing anything just yet here across Mississippi and Alabama, but that's going to change as we begin to see some of this begin to erupt here as we go into the late afternoon hours. So here's where we're going to break this down. Let's go and take a look at this. This is from the Storm Prediction Center. We're going to kind of break down the different levels here of what you can expect right now. So first of all, let me back this up. I want to show you the categorical snapshot here. So we're talking about the enhanced area coming here across North Georgia, basically from Blairsville, just to the west of Dahlonega, basically to the west of Georgia 400, all the way down into Metro Atlanta, and then back over to Alabama. So Dalton's under the enhanced risk, as well as Kennesaw, Rome, that whole area. Slight risk for everybody else here across North Georgia. As these storms move in, they are anticipated to weaken a little bit. So your wind threat's going to be the big thing here, running about 45% here across North Georgia, Dalton, Calhoun, and Rome. It means winds up to 60, 70 miles per hour. Also get near the Dahlonega area, back toward Kennesaw, Douglasville, South Fulton, Bremen. All this area in here, we'll see some strong gusty winds. Notice that the risk does drop off as we progress further off toward the east. There is a tornado risk, obviously, with this. I do anticipate a tornado watch. That'll probably include parts of North Georgia going for tonight. The highest will be up across the northwest zones, Dalton, Calhoun, and Rome, down near Cedartown. That's going to be the highest. Drops off to 5% on the other side of that, and then 2% here in the green. Again, as the storms move in from west to east, they are anticipated to weaken. Thankfully, it's coming in during the overnight hours. And then that hail risk, the first slide you did see there, we got a little bit up here across North Georgia. I anticipate hail 1 to 1.5 inches, I think, for the most part here across North Georgia. It really drops off just to basically a 5% risk there across like Gainesville, down toward Atlanta and Cartersville. So it really drops off. So the storms will be the strongest here up across the northwest sector. So let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to see here as far as the model is concerned here. Let's go and pull that up for you real quick. And so you can see here this looping on through. So again, it looks like we're going to see a couple of storms that may flare up out ahead of the main line, and then the main line comes on through. So it's going to be a timing issue on this. And right now, again, the windows looks between 7 and 2 o'clock. I've noticed the hour by hour kind of waffling a little bit. So we're kind of in what we call nowcast mode, since we don't really have the thunderstorms that attract us yet. But this kind of gives you an idea. By 5 in the morning, we're clear. We're done. All right, so I'm going to slow this down for you a little bit, and we're going to talk about this a little bit as we kind of watch this thing come on through. Again, this is the latest hourly here. And let me go pause this up and go ahead and pack this up for you here. Again, notice by 4 o'clock we're not looking bad, but we got these storms here. There's 7 o'clock looking quiet. Now, this is a little bit slower than what the previous models were showing. The earlier models were showing stuff already coming into Georgia by 7, 8 o'clock, and by 9 o'clock it's still not showing anything. Then we've got to come in by 10 o'clock coming in across northwest Georgia, and then coming across at 11 out ahead of that line. So we've got a little bit of storms out ahead of the main line, and then it comes on through. Notice by 1 o'clock in the morning, kind of lined up from Blairsville back down towards Cedartown, and this coming across northeast Georgia, up near Clayton, coming back toward Gainesville, and then it moves on through, and things begin to clear on out after that. And after that, we're looking at a pretty good day here for tomorrow. So again, stay tuned for our live coverage. That begins at 3 o'clock here this afternoon. The link will be put here on the Facebook page. So here we go. Let's go ahead and talk about our forecast maps here for the week ahead here, as we're going to be looking at watching that frontal system come on in. So looking at here for tonight, midnight, and by tomorrow morning, it has moved on through. So things will begin to improve there, looking at much better conditions here as we're going to watch that cool air kind of rush in from the north. So that's going to feel pretty good, especially going into Thursday. We're going to have basically temperatures in the 70s and 50s for multiple days here, going into Friday and Saturday looking quiet. Now, Sunday will bring the chance of rain in here a little bit. We got a chance of rain going into Sunday and going into Monday. Memorial Day, not a washout, but it's definitely going to see a chance of rain here. Right now, I've got it at 40% for the area. Could need it, might need to tick that up just a little bit. I got 50% going into Tuesday with that frontal system getting close to us. So looks like some unsettled weather as we get ready to start the new work week ahead. But I'm not seeing any hot temperatures coming at us. That's going to be, after today, that's going to be about it. We're going to really cool things off here over the next 7 days. So my forecast here for tomorrow, Gainesville, 81-68, not looking bad. Everybody's lows tonight will be fairly mild. The cooler air will be arriving a little bit later. So sunny skies ahead for tomorrow. Tonight, though, thunderstorms. Southwest wind at 10 to 15. Again, everybody generally here in the 60s, low to mid 60s across the northeast Georgia mountains. Everybody else generally kind of sitting near the upper 60s, 67 there in Cumming, for example, 65 in Somerville. Clayton at 62 cool degrees there. So the southwest wind at 10 to 15 will become westerly tomorrow, a bit breezy, 10 to 25. It'll be windy not only for Wednesday, but Thursday as well. Quite breezy. Temperatures here holding on to a few 70s and a few 80s here for tomorrow, Wednesday, but most everybody will be in the 70s as we go into your Thursday. Dalton checking in at 81, 78 in Clayton, and 81 degrees over in Cornelia. Regionally looking like this, 80, 82 up in Memphis and Nashville, not bad there. Storms land along the Gulf Coast, Jacksonville at 96, 86 over into New Orleans, 86 in Destin, and 91 degrees in Columbia. So we're going to squeeze that heat out here as we go in throughout the day on Wednesday. Next 7 days looking like this. Again, look at these temperatures for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Looking very nice. 70s and 50s, nearly perfect. Again, bit breezy on Thursday, showing winds 10 to 30 here on Thursday. I'm not sure if we'll get wind advisory, but it's going to be pretty close. And then we got a chance of rain coming in there on Sunday. Again, not a washout, and then better chance for rain and thunderstorms on Monday and Tuesday right now. Those rain chances at 40 and 50%, and I do anticipate day 6 and 7 to possibly change here just a little bit as we go further into the week. So again, we're going to be on top of this for you tonight. We cannot do Facebook Live yet, not till June 8th. The page is not 60 days old. Our previous page we could because it was old enough, but Facebook would not give me permission to do it early. So I got to wait till June 8th. In the meantime, I will be broadcasting on my YouTube, Weather Nerds YouTube channel. That's kind of my national channel there. I've already posted the link here on the Facebook page. You can go there, catch our coverage. We'll start at 3 o'clock and we're going to go right through the duration, going to the night and watching how these storms develop and see how they kind of evolve. So if you want to stay ahead on that. Also, I've got a link for Weather Call. The NOAA weather radio stations might be down in your area. So if you'd like to support the channel with Weather Call, great service, by the way. It is me. You get a call from me. I'm calling you saying, hey, tornado warning in your area, alerting you on your cell phone. You get a text message with it, which shows you the polygon where the system's at, where you're located in that polygon, and whether it's impacting your area. You're only going to get the call if you fall in that polygon, which is really great. It kind of tracks your phone and where it is in relation to that storm. So if you'd like to get that service, a great way to support us and get a great service in return. We're talking 4 cents a day, folks. I mean, it's really cheap. Very well worth it. All right, that's y'all's update for now. Again, we'll hope to see you guys later this afternoon. You guys enjoy. We got a great looking weekend in store. We just got to get through the next 12 hours and we can do it. All right, we'll talk to you later. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.